move this iceberg and make a difference? Well, if I were to focus just on the peak and try to push that iceberg forward, guess what you think would happen to that iceberg? It's going to like wobble, it's going to tip, right? So where I need to focus is really underneath the iceberg. It's understanding what are your core values and living them. So from a leadership perspective, what are your values as a leader? Okay, we've got leadership values assessment that will actually show you how you show up, right? Your values and behaviors. And if there's any values and behaviors that are actually causing entropy. Entropy in an organization are those things that cause frustration and actually reduces people's performance. Such things as control, manipulation, blame, hierarchy. Those kinds of things actually prevent people's productivity, prevent them from achieving their full potential. For me, one of my core values and why I do this work is I love to empower people to live and realize their full potential. Do you know how you would feel waking up in the morning? You'd be like jumping out of bed. Yeah, let's go, right? But do we feel that way every day? No. And why not? Okay, why not? If you can turn it around and make it a yes, that's what you're looking for, right? So you can feel excited. Knowing what your values are is incredibly empowering, because then you can live them and you can be making a positive difference for everybody around you. If you have a positive attitude, guess what impact you have on your team? People want you around, right? But if you're the naysayer and always down and negative, do people want you around? No, they can pick up on it right away, right? So knowing what your core values are, because how you lead, you set the tone for the whole organization. That's what's so powerful about a leader's values, right? And then having a look at the guiding attributes and the guiding values within your corporation, and are you living them? Are you measuring them? Are you holding people accountable for them? Because your values are as important to you as your financial resources are. My blueprint for the cultural transformation, it's as simple as A, B, C. A is for awareness. Yeah, and you can measure in a number of different ways. You can do environmental scans, you can going out there and doing interviews, client interviews, okay? Or you could use measurement tools, which do it very fast and are quite inexpensive and give you lots of data to have conversations about. So awareness is the first part. B is for belongingness. Belongingness through engagement. And that connects the head and the heart. Okay? Because when I go out and I do a survey and I ask you for your opinion, how do you think you feel? Oh, they care about me. Wow. They asked me my opinion. Wow. And people will feel more engaged, right? It also builds relationships when you ask people and you invite them into a survey. You're building those human connections. When you've gone through a challenging time in your life, has it not been the relationships that have supported you that made the most difference? So reach out, create those connections and those trust with your people. Okay? C is for commitment. Commitment through alignment. When you align personal values with organizational values, that alignment is going to sustain you. Right? Also aligning with your corporate vision. I want to know, little old me wants to know how I am adding value, how am I connecting to the vision of the organization. Everything I do should help that organization improve and move itself towards the corporate vision. Culture and brand. Your culture, right, it's how you operate. Everybody's values and mindsets. So from an employee's perspective, they're experiencing culture internally. Externally, and this is what's most important for all corporations, externally, it is your brand. That's what you are known for. Right? So that's the importance of culture and knowing what it is. Internally, it's what the people are, so it's who you are on the inside, it's how people see you on the outside. That's why culture is so important, and if you're not measuring it, you're missing the boat of an incredible capital resource that could add value to your corporation. Do you consciously create your culture, or do you have a default unconscious culture? How does that sound, to have an unconscious culture? Because if you're not mapping it and measuring it, guess what? It's unconscious. You're not aware. And that's why I called the book Conscious Culture. So that you're consciously investing it. You're consciously mapping, measuring, and managing it. In the book, at the end of each chapter, is a worksheet. that you can use with your teams. Okay? Also on the website, when you join the community, you'll have access to all the worksheets, all the graphics, all the tables, all the information basically in the book except the text itself. So what I'm trying to do is empower leaders with as much knowledge about how to build a conscious culture in their organizations. Thank you all very much. It's my honor to be here today and to speak to you about my new book. Thanks.